Already government have
See,
already
you children, you did not remind me. I forgot to record it. Huh? Doesn't matter. Now, um, yeah. All. It is the responsibility of the leader of the group, Valarmati and
yes, sir.
Ravi
Yes, sir.
Kumar,
I also
Ravi
forgot, sir, because
Ravi Kumar
Sorry, sir.
and
Yeah,
Aswati
sorry, sir.
Saji. Yeah, Aswati Saji. Please take care.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
yeah. Now, Valarmati, where can you start again
yes,
from
sir.
what is the causes of poverty, how poverty can be removed from our country? Please speak briefly. 2 minutes will do.
Okay, sir.
Just two
Good
minutes.
evening. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to discuss about the topic poverty in India. Poverty is a state where a person cannot able to satisfy the needs like shelter, food and housing, etc. The main reason of poverty in India is uneducation. So, giving education to all the children is important for reduce the poverty. Government had already take a lot of initiatives like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan for giving education to all the children. So, and other than that, most of the children are working as a child laborers. Government also take initiatives to reduce the child labors. Rather than that, most of the children are working. So try to uh, the, try to uh, reduce that also. So another one thing is most of the people in India are living by agriculture only. So agriculture is affected by climate change also. Government must give some subsidies to reduce their loss. So that makes them to earn income. Another thing is due to unemployment. Many people are don't have jobs. So if they don't have job means they do not get wages. So that is also one of the reason of the poverty. Try to reduce the unemployment rate is a solution for that.
Very
And
good. Sufficient.
yes, sir.
Again and again, the same problem, anxiety. That is, you want to tell in 1 minute what you can speak in 2 minutes. அதாவது you fear that you will forget, so you want to tell it beforehand. That anxiety you reduce slowly, automatically your performance will improve. Very good. Then we will go to um, Ashwati. Can you repeat what you said earlier? Because it was not recorded there. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
It is going to be repetition,
oh,
doesn't matter. Briefly, 2 minutes
uh,
only.
okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today, we will discussing an important topic, which is poverty in India. I just come to the major causes of poverty, sir. The major causes of poverty is the one thing is the income inequality. The wealth gap between the rich and the poor is quite substantial, which contribute to the persistence of this poverty. And another cause is the unemployment and underemployment. The limited job opportunities, particularly in rural areas, it's prevent many from escaping this poverty. And then the quality of education is like Vala said, the quality of education that hinders the individuals from acquiring the necessary skills for the better employment opportunities, and that trapping them in a cycle of this poverty. And then the dependence of the agriculture sector is also uh, one of the main causes, because we are very much depending on the agriculture sector, and the issues like climate changes and low productivity can often result to the rural poverty. Then the main potential solution to alleviate from this poverty issue is the promoting the economic growth and job creation. By attracting the investments and supporting the industries, we can create more employment opportunities and help the people to get out of this poverty. And then some targeted welfare programs like direct cash transfer, subsidy to the food and healthcare schemes, and expand the access of the quality education. And we can also create some job training to the individuals with the necessary skills to secure a better job. And when I conclude this section, in my opinion, the poverty in India is a complex issue, but by adopting a comprehensive solutions, we can make a significant progress in the reducing the poverty levels. But it requires a collaboration of government and other like foreign investments and all be required for the to escape from this poverty. That's also.
Okay, Aishwarya.
Yes, sir.
Aishwarya,
Yes, sir. Can I continue?
why not? You want some me to come and welcome you with all Aarti and all that? Come on, go ahead.
Uh, my name is Aishwarya and I'm from Kerala. I have graduated in computer science and engineering, and now I'm coming to introduce the poverty in India. And good evening, all. We all know that India is a developing country, and its economy is not that much good as all other foreign countries like UAE, China. We are now we are so less in the power in the case of purchasing power is really low in India. So we know that from the from the World Bank, it defined that poverty, extreme poverty, which comes under $1.6 billion purchasing power by the World Bank, and it comes to the India, it was 0.8% in 2019. After that, we can know that India is coming, growing day by day, and it alleviate the poverty from the world by a large percentage. And we know that in 2020 study, in 2020, the study from the World Economic Forum, some 220 million Indians sustain on expenditure very less than the 32 Indian
Stop.
rupee per day.
Stop. You never started the discussion at all. You were struggling. What happened? What was the reason? Aishwarya, you are a
Yes, sir.
computer science student. First of all, you should start speaking loudly before a mirror. Talk to people in English. Then automatically your ability will be good here. Anyhow, I'm not telling you are wrong or whatever it is, but I want you to improve your performance. Now, Ankit. Ankit,
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
yeah,
Today topic is poverty. We know that poverty means didn't get necessary things to live a life. May India mostly in India mostly people depend on agriculture sector, as we know that, and agriculture is also depend on season, which is uncertain. So due to uncertain season, there are loss in agriculture, which mostly people fell in poverty. There is also income inequality, like poor people because of COVID-19, which also put people lot in poverty sector, lot in poverty line. Unemployment is also reason for poverty, as we know that resources are limited, but due to faster increase population in India, it also put a lot of people in poverty line. And to reduce the poverty, government need to more investment in increasing jobs creation, and government also give subsidies and tax relief to farmers, which help to live get the necessary things to live, and also give subsidies like food and etc. That's all my message.
okay. Shilpi,
Yes, sir. I am Shilpi. I am from Bihar, political science graduate. Today's topic is poverty in India, its causes, effect, and solution. Poverty means poverty is a state or condition in which a person lacks the resources for a minimum standard of living. Poverty comes under food, clean water, shelter, clothing, healthcare, education, and transportation. And according to census 2011, 22% of the population in India lives below the poverty line. In India, poverty line is defined earlier on the basis of calorie intake, but now it is based on the cost of living. Per capita expenditure. If a person lives in urban area, they spend per day rupees 47. They does not come under the below poverty line, and in also rural area, per day expenditure is rupees 32. In India, the concept of the estimation of poverty line given by Dadabhai Naoroji. There are two types of poverty, rural poverty and urban poverty. The causes of rural poverty is rapid population growth, illiteracy, child marriage, lack of proper public distribution system, excessive population pressure on agriculture, lack of alternate employment opportunity other than agriculture. And the causes of urban poverty is migration from rural area, lack of skilled labor, limited job opportunities in cities, uh, lack of housing facilities. And there are various schemes that launched by government to reduce the poverty. First, national maternity benefit scheme for the family below poverty line. Government gives 6,000 rupees for a pregnant lady mother in 3 installments. Another is Annapurna scheme. It provides food to senior citizens who cannot take care of themselves. And also, sir, Manrega
Good.
scheme is there
Very good. Very
to
good. Very,
enhance livelihood security.
very good. Thank you. Thank you. You talked nicely for 2 minutes. We will go to Ravi Kumar. Ravi Kumar.
Yes, sir. My name is Ravi Kumar, and I am from Purnia, Bihar. Today's topic is poverty causes effects on India. So the poverty is a state where person cannot meet their basic needs such as food, clothes, shelter, and drinking water. According to the Niti Aayog report, poverty index, around 25% of people lives below poverty line. So there are some reasons for poverty. The first one is we can say demographically changes. In India, majority of population are dependent on agriculture. Main source of income is agriculture. So due to old practice and no productivity leads to no income. That is also the one reason. And the second reason is unequal distribution of assets. Over a decade, we see that higher income groups and middle income groups are increasing more as compared to low income group. That creates a gap. That is the second reason. And the third and the most important reason is unemployment. Due to unemployment, uh, most of the people are not getting job so that they can earn to survive. So this is the third point for causes. And there are some effects like effect on health. If if we are in poverty, we are not able to eat properly. So this will impact on our health. And second one is effect on society also. That means there is a poverty means violence is more and homelessness is there and stress is also there and the last one is child labor is also there and last one is the effect on economy means poverty is directly proportional to
Very
the
good. Very good.
success
Thank
of the
you.
economy.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now, next is Harini. Harini,
Good evening, sir.
good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Harini from Tamil Nadu. So today our topic is poverty in India and its causes and effects. First, there are many reasons for poverty in the country. If we see at first, the British had left our country with many populations and few resources left over. At the time of independence, only 80% of the at the time of independence there were almost 80% of the population was in poverty. From that situation, till now India has achieved a well in reducing our poverty by according to our World Bank, only 13.4% of the population is in poverty. So if we see the causes of poverty in India, at first, poverty is a state where a person cannot meet the basic things like food, clothing, clean drinking water, etc. So if we see the effects and causes of poverty, the main reason is education and illiteracy. If a lack of due to the lack of education, there. Sorry, sir, I couldn't continue it.
Okay. Ayushi Anupam.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayushi Anupam. I am from Bihar. Let's continue the topic. Poverty. Poverty is a stage or condition in which one lacks the financial resources and essentials for a certain standard of living. Basically, according to economists, there are two types of poverty. First is the absolute poverty, and the second one is the relative poverty. In the absolute poverty, people are not even able to meet the basic needs of living, that is, housing, shelter, and clothing. Whereas, according to the relative poverty, people have the basic needs but lack the minimum standard of living as compared to the other person in this society. What could be the negative consequences of poverty? It could be poor health conditions, then increase in risk of illness and consequent death, then education opportunities may not be given to them due to reduced in income, then social inclusion such as isolation, depression, anxiety, this could affect them a lot. Now, I would like to discuss some of the schemes which the government of India has introduced to eradicate poverty. The first one is Manrega. It was introduced in order to give up to 100 days of guaranteed employment to the poor people. Second one was Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. It was also financial assistance to build houses for the poor. Third one was Din Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. It was also introduced for the people to give assistance not only but also the training so that they could start their livelihood. The fourth one was PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana. This was for the training of the poor for various skills so that they could find better paying jobs after being trained. Last one, I would think Annapurna Yojana was also very useful, under which this scheme provided food grains to the poor at subsidized rates. So measures that could eradicate poverty could be investment in education and healthcare by the government, then creating jobs, providing job trainings to them, affordable housing could act as a very good initiative by the government, then social security measures, which
Okay.
already I have discussed in the measure.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Rahul Pal.
Yes, sir. My name is Rahul Pal, and today I am going to speak about poverty in India. The meaning of poverty is if someone is unable to fulfill its basic needs, then it is termed as poverty. And the main reason of poverty is first is unemployment. And the basic reason of unemployment is greater population and more population and unfavorable climatic conditions, because India is an agricultural country. So the more population is based on agriculture. So if the rainfall is not proper, then many of will not get more jobs to work in the field. And the second is the increasing prices is also the reason of poverty. And its effect the effect of poverty is health, and it causes poverty also causes child labor and terrorism. And the government has taken various steps to reduce the poverty, like National Rural Livelihood Mission. It is basically to provide employment to the poor. Second is food security bill. Here government will provide 5 kg food grains to the poor people every month. And third is Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. It is also to provide skill training to the citizens. On this, people will get job. And there are various steps to reduce the poverty. First is family planning, like government have to aware everyone to do their family planning. Second is to provide education everyone. Like if everyone is educated, then they will able to achieve the job. So on that, the poverty will also reduce. Then
Okay, stop. Good.
Okay, sir.
Now we will go to Jayasuriya.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good
speak.
evening, all.
Mm.
Good evening, all. Now we tell about poverty. People are not able to earning to fulfill their daily requirements like food, clothes, and settlers and extras. They are in the poverty state.
Please keep the
Every
mic.
country has
Please keep the mic near your mouth.
every country has own limits to define poverty line. In India, our government has defined the below poverty line is 1,286 per month in urban areas, 1,059 rupees per month in rural areas. Yearly, it is 27,000 rupee per year. According to the UN Multidimensional Poverty Index report, in India, 415 million people have existed from multidimensional poverty between 2016 and 2021. This is massive achievement by our government. The causes of poverty is growing populations, corruption, black money, and the gap between rich and poor. Rich get richer and the poor get poor. The effects of poverty is the effects of poverty are lack of access to healthcare services. Children's are poverty people
Hello.
get under.
Hello.
Yes,
You
sir.
should
Yes, sir.
call it poverty, not poverty.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See, you're.
Poverty,
Please tell.
poverty,
Poverty.
poverty. Effects of poverty are lack
Yeah.
of access to healthcare.
Sufficient. Jayasuriya, you must read well, practice once, twice at home, and be ready to talk nicely. You're struggling right from first day. I have been observing. Okay, please practice well. You are an engineer, na? Jayasuriya?
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes,
you
sir.
you are an engineer? Okay, no problem. Then, is there anybody who has not talked so far? Shaurya, did you speak?
No, sir, not yet.
Please speak.
Okay, thank you. My name is Shaurya and I'm from Telangana. Today, I'm talking about poverty in India. Poverty is a situation where a person is unable to meet his basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter. Poverty is caused due to multiple factors, in which majorly because of illiteracy, unemployment, sometimes natural disasters, and as well as economic turmoil in the country. According to survey, 90% of people in poverty line are from rural areas of the country. The poverty line is calculated using consumption expenditure, and it varies from rural and urban areas. To address this issue, government has taken initiatives like Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee, and National Rural Livelihood Mission, and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. And according to survey, India poverty rate for 2019 was 83%. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, people are pushed into poverty and stop those who are trying to come out of it. So to address this poverty issue during COVID-19, our Prime Minister has launched Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana, which supports people to come out of this situation and have like a day to meet like a daily needs for 2 times a meal, and also launched many schemes like Annapurna, free meals. That's all.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Today, the discussion was good. Many of you were able to talk nicely, but a few could not talk because of lack of practice. Today, I am giving you the topic now itself for tomorrow's class. You know, what is that? I have written it here, spoken English. Yeah. The topic is agriculture role in India and subsidies, problems and challenges. I have already given it in the, posted it in the spoken English for WhatsApp group. So please prepare on this. I suggest you search in Google or Chat GPT, prepare and come and then share. Okay. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
sir, please repeat.
I have already given it in the WhatsApp group. I have posted it in the WhatsApp group. Please see that and
Yes, sir.
prepare topic for class on 7/7. Okay. I have posted it there. Thank you. Best wishes. Thank you. You did
Thank
Thank you,
well.
sir.
Most of you
Thank
did
you,
well.
sir.
Most of you did well, but you can
Thank you,
also
sir.
improve. Thank you. Best wishes.
Okay, sir.
I am happy. I am happy. Yeah. Now today, Rupesh, you have come for interview. Rupesh,
Yes, sir.
you have come for LIC AMO.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So I will stop this recording.